That I give up.
Okay.
Do they have a connection issues, or I mean,
I think
remember
it
the
might
other day
be,
we couldn't get on, or
YouTube's had a bad week. They've been having connection issues.
Oh.
All right, so we should be live for a third time. Let's see if we don't get kicked off again. Okay, I'm not sure if Parler or BitChute or other places that are okay with free speech actually have live streaming services. We're going to look into it after this because we can't, put it this way, we can't say this shit on Twitch because they're sensitive little soy boy beta bitches over there, and they're afraid that, other politics might come in and all that. We can't do it on Twitch. YouTube seems to be having connection issues every other fucking second. So let's hope third time's the charm that we're able to stay up, okay? Here's the thing. AOC's an idiot, okay? She's useless.
yeah,
If you
pretty
take a
much.
poll now versus when she got elected a couple years back, people are going to say that having her as the House representative for her district in New York was a totally bad idea, and it's not paid off at all. The
the
funny
bartender should go back to making drinks.
yeah,
Something she was good at.
The funny thing is, it's like, man, okay, so if you think it was a bad idea to put somebody in who's a Democrat, who has that policy, of Green New Deal and all the other BS, then why would New York continue to put in people who are Democrats? I don't understand it. I mean,
Oh,
it
wow.
looks red on the map, but I don't get it. And if you see Ilhan Omar, you see the other two dogs that are in that fucking, that kennel, okay? Sorry.
You can't say that.
I'm gonna fuck them. I don't care.
But I know you didn't mean it as racist, but that's the way people are going to take it.
No, I mean, as in an ugly woman is a dog. That's the term, an ugly bitch. Okay? They fucking have the fraternities where they go dog hunting, essentially. They throw the ugly chick out of the party. There was a movie that references that. I forget what it was. I know it is Freddie Prinze Jr.
I take AOC over her because she's
Okay.
pretty. They're both morons.
Here's
but
the
I
thing. Here's the thing. I look at their policies and I go, there's no fucking way in hell anyone actually supports this. Then you gotta think, no. There are people dumb enough to support the shit.
It's a
they're-
small fraction of the public.
It's
Very
not,
small.
it's not just that. It's the fact is that you have a lot of dumb people who are very upset, and I almost consider it like playing the emotional harp. Like they're experts at it. They pull this string, they get you to feel this way. They pull that string, they get you to feel that way. They say this and you feel that way. They keep pulling all these strings so that the dumbest people among us are like, yeah, we should defund the police. They don't take a second to question what they're hearing because they're feeling instead of thinking. So they don't think to themselves, wait, if there's no cops around here, that guy who deals drugs and shoots people might shoot me. He might shoot somebody else. That rapist, he seems awfully unmotivated because of the police presence. Gee, I wonder if the cops disappear, what might happen?
A rapist became unmotivated by
You
the
don't
presence of police.
the cops aren't here anymore. Well, I guess I'll go do some rapes.
That guy that's dealing heroin is going to open up a shop. He's going to open up a business at the end of the street across from the kids' daycare.
Oh
selling
my
heroin
God.
in public.
Anybody
So
want
nobody-
some meth? I got free meth
We
here.
nobody stop him.
I'm just saying, there's no cops in your neighborhood.
I
What do you
just
think
have
happens?
to say this. The whole idea.
Hey, I didn't interrupt you. Hold on. You can wait. Okay? I wasn't done. That's when I get to pull that one out. My thing is, look, I don't think that everybody who's in the Democratic Party is as radical as those idiots are. But the problem is, they're politicians. So to them, it's like, if I check this box, does that mean you'll get, to the voting booth for me? Does that mean when I call up to ask for funding, somebody's going to give me money? Well, if that's the case, then this is what I believe. Because a lot of these people, like if you think about Lori Lightfoot as an example, the mayor of Chicago, it's like murder. Well, Donald Trump's out of office. Let's celebrate. How about you celebrate when you can go to a single weekend without somebody getting shot?
Or somebody getting kind of, somebody getting COVID-19. She's a moron that should resign in disgrace.
Any of that would be a celebration, but it's nope. Donald Trump's evil. Socialism's good. We should have all the gun policies in the world, even though somehow we have one of the highest murder rates in the country.
Yeah, that's not a priority.
All of this stuff is essentially her way of saying, look, if these idiots, listen, these idiots want to go and vote for me in an election, I have to say this stupid shit. I have to support this stupid shit. I could personally believe it or not believe it. The point is, at the end of the day, it's a politician. So a politician is going to follow the line until they get to the success they want. Like, if you think about it, and this is the greatest thing about being a politician these days, you go from making no money, having no success, and all of a sudden people love you and everyone thinks you're awesome and you do things and you look like you help people out and you get a fat paycheck for it. And you get the private industry just throwing money at you because
Yeah.
any amount of presence that you're there and doing something for a company means that they're going to be successful. So they throw you a bag, and you're rich because of the money that's been given to you for just being a politician. It doesn't even matter how good you are. Like, you could know nothing about how the gas and oil industry works, but if you're Dick Cheney when you retire from being president, because let's face facts, he was pulling the strings, he's got a nice fat retirement account and all that. I mean, he's dead now, but the point is,
He's dead?
yeah, Obama,
When did he die?
he's been dead for a while. Do we need to?
Dick Cheney's
It's
not
not
dead.
important right
He's
now.
not dead.
He's a corpse. Anyways, the thing I was going to say is, you think about Obama, he goes into office. Yeah, he had a great background and all that, but was he rich? Fuck no. Now,
No.
him and Michelle got a place in some exclusive part of New York, in the fucking Mansion District is what we'll call it, with a fucking a yard that leads to the ocean.
Now listen. I don't begrudge that by any means.
No, I mean, get the bag if you can get the bag, but let's be honest about how it works.
All right, but
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Obama might have been. I mean, I don't know the history of presidents all that well,
Is this,
but in
it's
the
just
modern
a
age,
normal
he was one of the few presidents that still know what it was like to have to pay bills.
Right.
Not that he wasn't. I mean, he had hundreds of thousands a year was his income, but he wasn't, multi-million-dollar rich.
No,
But Obama was a very likable guy. He didn't do anything,
he's charismatic,
but he was likable.
horrible policies.
Horrible policies, but I'd like to have a beer with him. He looked like he'd be fun to hang out with.
Yeah, okay. Now, I want to get back to this because the thing is about the voter integrity, the election process, and all that.
It's a disaster.
We voted Republican down ballot.
Yeah, I have
and
to.
There's 460-something thousand ballots that have just the bubble filled out for president, which, again, it's never happened. Even when we had the
say
fucking
the number again.
460,000 something. I'm sure the number is more than that, but that's
Probably
what
a 500,000 by now.
the thing is. It's like, look, man, I get that it's unprecedented what's happening, or unprecedented, whatever the fucking term is. Okay, you want to be a fucking bitch about grammar? Shove it up your ass. Here's the point: we've never had this before. We've had this many mail-in ballots sent out because we didn't have these lockdowns, which something else we're going to cover in a second, but. The fact that all this stuff is happening and there's nothing that's happened before like it in history is the most concerning part of it. Because we're getting to the point where everyone's like, no, Trump lost. You need to get over it. Stop being salty. Look, if the count comes out legit and he lost, fine. So be it. He can run in another 4 years if he wants to. We're all hoping he does. Let's be real.
Excuse me, I need to interrupt. The point of what you're trying to say is we need to finish the count out. And see.
I know. I was getting to that if you'd
sorry.
let me.
Go
Don't
ahead.
worry.
All right, yeah.
We do need to do it legitimately. The problem is
It'll take
that
some time.
all these inconsistencies come up. If you guys have seen Project Veritas, I'm not gonna bring it up here. Believe it or not, we got a copyright strike on the last stream we did, or no, one of the streams we did. Why I shouldn't vote? I think Democrat or whatever. And Stephen Colbert's clip of when he's talking to Kamala Harris, when it's like, dude, we barely got any views on that. You're gonna copyright? We're not even making money off of it. You guys are gonna copyright strike it? Oh, it's an automated system. Yeah, made by a bunch of cocksuckers. Whatever. Who cares? Fuck you. All right, Stephen. All right, it's real simple.
Yeah, he's a douchebag anyway.
Yes,
so,
he is.
All right.
I just want to say this. Look, the election process needs to be fair. It needs to be counted all the way through. We need every bit of data to be legitimized, okay? Yes, we should. I honestly think we should just have a revote and force people to go in person. Because I guarantee you
that's a good
that
idea.
magical number of 465,000 not downvoted ballots would disappear. Those votes would disappear. And it's not that people would be upset or frustrated, because again, we would just be like, y'all screwed up the first time, fraud happened. Let's make sure this time we don't have that happen. We're fine with that.
How
Cool.
about next time we do next presidential election, no mail-in ballots. You show up with your ID to vote in person. No ID, no vote, no mail-in ballots. That's what I vote for.
Okay.
It's a good idea, right? This way you can't cheat.
I have no problem showing up in person. I have an ID, I have a vehicle, no issue here.
Let me ask you this: if it's a mail-in ballot, what stops someone from voting twice? I get a couple of ballots, I mail one in now, and I wait 3 weeks and I mail the other one in.
Yeah. Or you could have a bunch of dead people's social security numbers and information, and then, hey, guess what? You can vote 465,000 times.
I could have my cat vote or my dog. I could just make up a name.
Put a paw print on as a signature.
That's why the Democrats want mail-in ballots, because they know they can commit fraud. No, I don't think. I think there was a regularities all over the place, but I don't think it's being enough to push Trump over the top.
Plus, my thing
No, I
is,
wasn't done. What bothers me is
I gotta hear this.
when Al Gore wanted, he had every right to. He's doing the same thing Trump's doing. Wanted to have the votes
Technically,
recounted.
he lost against George Bush.
I know, but he
And then
wanted the
demanded
votes
it.
recounted. The Democrats, Chuck Schumer, was supportive of that. But the fact that Trump wants to do the same thing, he's evil, but it was all right. But see what I'm saying? The hypocrites and their bias. That's why they suck. But be honest about the situation.
Okay, I think it all comes down to the basis of what you're willing to accept. When you look at people who are on the Republican side of things or on the more conservative side of the spectrum, I'm like this. I believe in the Constitution. I like the amendments. Do I agree with every single law on the books? No, because I'm pretty sure there's a law about naming your animal after, I think it was Napoleon in the States, I think in Massachusetts, which is illegal apparently, or naming your pet after Napoleon.
I never heard that.
It was a law in the books, and I'm like, yeah, that shouldn't be there. Okay, but it's
that's
nonsense stuff. Here's my thing. The people who voted for Joe Biden, allegedly voted for Joe Biden, I think we should say, okay, they're willing to accept lockdowns. They're willing to accept no economy. They're willing to accept an incredible number of things that just simply blow your mind, because it's like, look, guys, we wouldn't have had to do the mail-in ballots if you just said, hey, go to the booth, it's okay. If you're not, no offense, old as fuck and close to dying anyways, or your immune system is totally compromised, then go ahead and vote. Everyone should be fine. Young people die from it. Guess what? Rare fucking cases. Okay, you have you have a higher chance of getting hit by lightning 5 times in the dick than you do to die from COVID if you're a young person. Okay, go ahead.
But
actually, no, I'm not done. I want to finish my rant. Okay, hold on. I feel like it comes down to a matter of saying, look, I'm pro 2A. Okay, he's pro 2A. Okay, buy your guns, get your ammo. Okay, here's the thing. I say that, and a lot of people who have never fired a gun or been around guns at all are like, oh, you're probably gonna have like a collection to be like a nut.
Yeah.
No. I just want self-protection, all that kind of stuff. Get your guns, keep your guns, okay? But people over here on this side, no offense, most of you guys who are on the left and shit, or even people who are on the left who have had guns or whatever, you have this kind of bitch-like mentality of, oh, it's a scary weapon and it can cause things to happen, bad things. I got a question for you. You've been around knives and forks your whole life. Have you ever stabbed anybody? No. Then I got news for you. You've been around dangerous items and nothing bad has happened, because it comes down to the person. The same way with this shit about lockdowns. It comes down to the person who's in charge, because somebody who's in charge, like Gavin Newsom, okay?
Oh, a bozo.
Should understand that implementing lockdowns in the biggest state in the country is a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're concerned about the elderly, don't pull in Andrew Cuomo. Don't put him in an old folks home. Okay?
He should resign
You're
if he had
concerned
any
about
integrity at all.
You're worried about the immunocompromised.
Douchebag.
Okay, you're worried about people.
He's a
in
disgrace,
general.
a total disgrace.
Here's a newsflash. You have more access to information than anybody else in the state of California, right? Because you're the fucking governor. So you should know that in a lot of these places where the cases spike and all that, the deaths that occur from that, if you were to investigate those, are elderly and immunocompromised people. So who do you quarantine? Who stays on lockdown? Everybody who can't be around other people because they might catch the virus and die.
You can't do a lockdown that way.
No, you can, because you know what the fucked up thing is? Herd immunity actually fucking works. It's unfortunate.
Well,
I know.
Here's something really simple.
No, I'm not done. Hold on. I need to say this so
are.
people need to hear this. If you do herd immunity, like they did in, I forget what fucking place, Denmark, Norway, one of the places, whatever, over there in Europe. Okay, yeah, I'm an ignorant motherfucker, that's right. I don't feel like looking it up. You know what I'm talking about. They did herd immunity, and it worked out pretty well. Here's the thing. You tell the people, hey, your immune system's fucked up. Stay your bitch ass home. You're old. You probably don't even know what day it is. Stay home. Nobody needs to see you out there. Okay, everybody else who's healthy, able-bodied, doesn't have any issues, you catch it, you're not going to die. Okay, and you have to be very health complicated for you to actually die from it. Get plenty of fucking sunlight. That's right. Go sit on your deck and make sure you get that vitamin D because that's actually going to help you the most. That's what every scientist is saying. I'm not telling you to drink bleach. I'm not telling you to fucking take this, that, and the third. I'm saying, hey, sit outside and get some fucking sun if you happen to catch the virus and stay away from
Well,
people.
Trump did it.
I'm not done.
Come on, man. You
Give me a minute. Last thing. People are willing to accept certain things, then they end up in a hole. We're in this hole with the fucking election the way it is, and so many people are willing to accept it because they get two things. They get the kind of leadership they hope is going to bring this country back to being sane, which I have newsflash for you. These people were fucking crazy before Donald Trump. They're going to be crazy after Donald Trump. Okay? And another thing, if you honestly believe that the lockdowns and everything have saved lives and have made it so that our country can come back, why on God's green earth did this stupid old son of a bitch just announce that when he becomes president, he is going to continue the lockdowns and continue to make us suffer?
Well, I have an answer for that if it's my turn.
That's just the way it is. Look, you want to accept the situation, you want to accept the election results and all that. You're the same people who would accept being told to stay in your fucking house because you're afraid of getting sick from something that, if, no offense, you're in a certain age group and you don't have issues, you'd live through. Okay? I had it. He had it. My mom had it. We all did. Guess what? The worst thing of it was trying to go to sleep at night. You can't breathe.
You
got
didn't have it.
Yes, I fucking did. Now, that's not the point. My point is this.
No, you didn't.
You made it through it. Yes, I did. Shut the fuck up, stupid. We're trying to do this, will you? God. No offense. All right, I'm sorry, but you're fucking interrupting the
You're
flow.
lying, though.
I'm not. I did. The same symptoms, everything. Exactly that.
You think you did
Oh,
not?
you shut.
All right, fine. Go
You
ahead.
know,
I'm
really.
sorry, go ahead.
Really. Do you have to
Edit
fucking
that
do
out.
that right now?
I'm sorry, but...
No, I can't edit. It's live, you dumb fuck.
But you edit it later?
Oh, Jesus. You know, whatever.
Go back and record over it.
He's stupid. He's useless and stupid sometimes.
Oh.
Look, the point is, if you're willing to accept the lockdowns, you're willing to accept the election results, then you're also willing to accept a corporate cabinet of people who are going to do exactly what happened. Remember 2008? You remember that? It wasn't just Bush and his economy deregulation, because in case you didn't fucking know, the same guy in office right now has been doing the kind of thing George Bush has done. They had a housing market crisis where they were taking on assets and dumping them and a whole bunch of fucked up shit. Okay? Right about now, we've had the greatest run we've had for a president. And no offense, the last 12 years.
Last 100 years.
Okay? Last 12 years. Because I'm counting Trump's 4.
I got my-
That was complicated nonsense, and it just... What I want to say is, I'll finish on this, where my little point here is just, look. Take into consideration that at some point in time, this has all been fucked up because of
Mr. P, say hi,
COVID
yeah.
and all the lockdowns, okay?
Yeah.
You're saying hi. It's a fur ball.
Say hi, Mr. Kitty. Say,
Okay.
this is Mr. P.
It's Mr. P.
Say hi to the fans, Mr.
That's
P.
Ripley right there.
Hello.
Okay. Be safe. Be smart. Buy yourself a gun. Buy yourself some ammo. Stock the fuck up. Okay? And buy some gold. In all seriousness, make
Can I say something about cats?
some investments.
If you're looking to adopt a pet, a cat or a dog, please go to your local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog. Rescue a cat or a dog from a shelter.
If you can't afford it, don't do it.
If you can't afford to get them and keep them and give them love, don't bother.
Average
But
cost.
don't go to the pet store.
Go ahead. Average cost per week on a little guy like this by himself is probably about $10.
Yeah.
$10 a week just for him. Okay. For any of you who can't do math, that's $520 a year. Okay.
But go to the local shelter to get a rescue a cat or a dog.
Careful.
Go to the local shelter.
Careful.
Go to the local shelter if you're going to adopt a pet.
Oh, no, Mister. Can you put him over there? Oh no, Mr. P. Mr. P.
Sign off. You can't help. You got to
No,
sign
that's
off.
okay. I'm gonna put him down.
Sign off.
Right here, buddy. Okay,
Just
careful,
sign off.
careful.
We're having furry difficulties. Just sign off.
Oh my God, is he awesome?
He's awesome, man.
Oh my God.
I like
Sorry about that. I hope I didn't screw anything up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a rant. You can go on a rant. Go ahead.
Trump said today that within months, the vaccine is going to be available to the general public. It's 90% effective in trials. But Governor Cuomo, that fucking moron that he is, said he's
Jackass.
not sure if he trusts a scientist. These are top scientists, really smart people that are saying that it's
You know,
safe.
no offense, he's the same guy who shoved old folks in a home and literally resulted
Oh my God.
in all of the death, like not all of the deaths, but literally the surge in deaths in New York are because of Andrew Cuomo. And you know what?
Yes, he's a moron.
I'm not going to call him a murderer or anything like that, or even put allegedly. The legal stuff, throw that. I'm
gonna give
I'm
anybody-
going to say he's an incompetent, stupid fucking asshole, and he should not hold a political position in this country because of his pure and utter incompetence that costed people their lives.
He's the last one to be giving anybody pandemic advice
There.
after his history. But
And take the nipple rings off. You look stupid.
I'm done. I want to. I'm done. I want to sign out.
You can do a little. Come on.
No, but
You're passionate. Come on, give the people.
I'm passionate because the reason why the cases spiked back up again, it's the winter now. A lot more people are indoors. It's getting colder. They open a lot of bars and restaurants back up. They shouldn't have done that. It would have crippled the economy. They should have let things shut down until they eradicated this thing. They didn't. They opened stuff back up. Cases went back up. People aren't listening. The good news is because the Trump administration, the vaccine has been fast-tracked. It'll be available soon, and it'll solve everything. All right, that's it. I don't have any more.
Well,
Let's sign off.
I have something to sign off on here.
Well, let's go, please.
My last bit. If we're gonna go forward and actually elect, the sniffer in chief there, okay, the fucking, I have so many questions that can't be answered because, again, I need to say this before it happens, but if he actually gets elected, then expect the FBI's investigation into Hunter Biden to eradicate into thin air. Expect all the leads, data, evidence, what have you, to disappear. Because, and this is the thing, a lot of people say this, a lot of people just discredit it, go, oh, what does that matter? Every single government, law enforcement agency hates Donald Trump to a T. The CIA, he's pissed off some of the most dangerous people there are. The CIA, the NSA, the FBI, the DOJ, every single one of them hate his fucking guts.
Yeah.
Okay? And now you think about the transition of, well, Joe Biden's going to be the guy in charge. And who just think of it, man. All right, the evidence has been turned over to the Delaware Police Department by Rudy Giuliani, and then the FBI is doing its own investigation into this, and they have the evidence. What happens to that evidence that's sitting in a room, in a locker right now, when old Joe gets into office?
It gets burnt in a garbage can somewhere.
You think it's going to end up like Hillary Clinton's fucking servers? Magically they disappeared from the FBI's locker?
Let's hope that if he does end up winning, certified being the winner,
Jesus.
that the media will start to
Actually
fucking
has
ask
some
him
fucking
tough
teeth.
questions and stop asking him pussy questions.
No, because we saw it. We saw it in everything leading up to this goddamn election. The last couple of debates, the fucking questioning of Donald Trump versus him. It's like, to me, they're like a bunch of fucking teenage girls. They have this fantasy of what they want, but then there's the reality of what's actually out there.
There was a guy that
and
said,
they can't match up with either one of those too much.
You
because
notice when Fox-
they get too close to the truth, they get upset. That's what it's like.
when Fox News are around with other journalists and they're asking him questions, he will not take a question from Fox News.
Well, no, it's
because
not.
he knows
it's-
that they will ask him questions he doesn't
It's not
like.
even going to be that. It's the fact that, and you got to think about this, and this is the thing, if we're actually to accept him becoming president and him coming into office and Jesus Christ, I can't believe we're here.
It looks like it's going to be the reality, so you might want to accept it.
Oh, it's so awful. But the thing is, it's so fucking bad. I can laugh about it, though, because I'm like, well, the FBI, the DOJ, all these government agencies are going to finally kiss the ass of a president again, and he's going to kiss their ass if he actually gets elected.
There'll be a lot of ass kissing going on.
Okay, I think back to when we had Obama, and he locks up a guy like Dinesh D'Souza for making a campaign contribution, which is totally legal, totally allowed, but because of his criticisms of Barack's like, hey, put that Indian guy in jail who's saying bad things about me. I don't care what it is, get him for it. Take this person, put him, like, it's a whole lot more than you realize Barack Obama did as president, where he was locking up journalists for just simply telling the truth. He couldn't attack people on Fox News in that way because, they're Fox News. But anybody else who's like, I have an opinion about this guy, he's not doing good things, like when he said, literally on record, you can go look it up, I'm going to send jobs over to China. Because
Yeah.
people didn't care about his policies. He was the first black president, and he was a really charismatic dude, and he spoke well. You know, he wasn't some fumbling, bumbling moron like George Bush. We actually have somebody who seems presidential for a change, who has the right personality, he's
Yeah.
charming. Finally, we have the right person in office with the right personality, and not some dipshit who's essentially got power because his father was president in the 90s.
Yeah, pretty
Okay?
much.
And then he goes through his policies, and he's arresting people left and right.
And,
I'm like,
unlike Bush,
yeah.
Obama can actually read.
Yes. Yes. And he when he spoke, he didn't get confused about what he was saying.
He knew where he was.
Yes. My thing is, it's a simple matter of, look, we're transitioning over to this guy. Okay. His son, okay, I'm sorry. What the fuck? Okay, if any of that stuff is true about the dealings, I don't care if you were a citizen or not. That's fucking illegal. It is. It's fuck. If I did it, okay, if I was the mayor of some city and I was speaking with the Russians, okay, I think I'd be in fucking prison because my name isn't Joe fucking Biden and I wasn't vice president. I'm not untouchable. Sorry. His son, the fact that he was with Obama, and Obama did all this shit, and Joe was just like, well, he's not like Mike Pence, because Mike Pence actually, we know, has his head on fucking straight. Okay, he can debate, he can do all this stuff, but essentially the vice president, you think of them as just the background, okay? They're standing behind you in every fucking photo with a smile on their face, okay? Like fucking, like Joe. But it's his son, okay? It's him and Obama and all the shit that happened in their administration. And then it's the fact that he's got Kamala right there and all this radical left bullshit. And not to mention the fact that it's those four things. And then the last thing is his brain is dysfunctional. He's a liar. He's a bumbling, fumbling fucking idiot.
Is he dementia president?
Oh my God! And it's not. By the way, unlike with Donald Trump, where there's false things about it, it's like these are four legitimate things that you look at and you go, oh, that's not good. You know, people are like, you should have a reaction to being all upset. Screw you. I'm like, nah, I'm concerned, but I'm also laughing because then I think to myself, and everybody should. The one thing you should take away from this is the situation may be fucked up, but in no way, shape, or form are you or I fucked, because who's president doesn't affect the outcome of our lives. Yes, it can affect certain things. Like, if I'm told I have to wear a mask everywhere I'm going, to be like, suck my fucking cock. No offense, I'm driving in my car, breathing in the air that I breathe in. Who's going to get sick from it? Okay? I'm walking on the sidewalk, no one's on any side of me. Who's going to get sick from it? Okay, I'm the only one in a gym on a treadmill. Who's going to get sick from it? Okay? Having a fucking national mask mandate is essentially, no offense, it's just stupid. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm passionate about it because it's just dumb.
All right, can we sign off because I'm done?
You don't have any opinions
I'm
about his
done.
policies? You're tired, that's it?
Guys, it's been an hour. I'm done.
Has it been an hour?
Yeah, been longer than that. I'm done. It's
Well,
over.
I'm too stupid to know where the end button is, so I'm going to press this and hope it works.
Oh.
Sign off, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. You were here, the Loud Jackass Podcast with Tony.
Mike.
We'll see you. I don't know how to end this.